Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here we are with the Somnium Files. We just had a very enriching conversation with these two gents. They were very helpful in terms of nothing. So now we're gonna go and talk to someone who probably will help us out at Lemniscape. We go talk to Ota and see what he knows. Ooh, it's sunlight out. Neo! Gotta make those daylight hours count. Oh yeah!
This is all really suspicious.
Literally everything this point is. Oh yeah, the fact that we like just basically just let Mizuki behind in a bar just to go to a Yakuza den. That's gonna go over well with her. This is all really suspicious. Yes, indeed.
What is?
Congressman Tsujima, the Kumakuras.
It's been suspicious to start.
There's definitely something going on there.
I agree, but I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings.
It seems weird though.
We need to do further investigation.
At this point, there's like just dead end leads everywhere. Oh my god.
Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here?
Through the power of mind.
So shiny too.
I thought she was a
You utter idiot.
I thought she was a shrimp, you
It's
idiot.
Renju?
Renju, you're back from the dead, and you're looking like this.
Do I look like Renju?
In spirit you do, my lady. In spirit.
Mizuki?
It's me.
Huh, I never heard that name before. Me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you Mom?
Mom, I haven't seen you in years!
Idiot. They must have increased your dosage too much.
Dosage?
Dosage? You keep bringing up dosage so much. What is that?
Anyway, you're Aiba, right? Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
I'm always lonely. I don't need you to make me feel even more so.
How are you doing this?
Magic.
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality.
Yeah.
You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
Well, guess what? Consent doesn't mean much in this world with technology and privacy.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
So, and Momar suspicious. Yeah?
As I said earlier, I completely agree that they are suspicious.
But it doesn't seem like this relates to the investigation so far. The only reason we got ties with So is because of the whole thing with the warehouse, and even then that crime didn't really take place.
But there is nothing currently linking them to the case.
That's true.
Well.
We have no established motive.
Literally none.
Victims were displayed, tied up on a horse, hung from the ceiling.
What was it, like some weird, like, you know, they want to show like what they've done to the whole wide world.
And their left eyes taken out. We still don't know why.
Wasn't the left eye the whole eye of Wajo or something
It
like
is
that?
possible that Shoko and Renju were disloyal to Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras.
It's a motive, but no evidence to do that with.
They could have been killed and displayed as a warning. That would fit the current evidence.
Huh, maybe. But it doesn't feel right.
Plus, like, Renju, like, told Mizuki to go to the park. So, it's weird. I'm still betting that the shadow that Mizuki saw on the outskirts of the amusement park was Renju himself. But she just couldn't recognize him because of the dark. So, I always saw related to the Kumakuras. Guess health of politics or something like that.
I looked into that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
Yeah. Covered the tracks very
See.
well.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet.
Ooh.
Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
I like the both of them. Except gossip.
Please.
So what's this juicy intel?
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu.
Zabu?
He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle.
Huh.
But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact.
Huh.
He lived there until he was 40 years old.
Then the chemical plant incident happened, he
The
moved.
Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all right now.
Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen.
Jesus.
the Sajima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
The chemical plant?
Explosion at the chemical plant.
Jeez.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30 their original value. What are your thoughts?
That sounds like a preemptive scam.
The timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
Yeah.
Here's another interesting fact. After the accident, Sosajima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
So he's got 29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Sajima family is no worse off.
They're just
True. But I don't see the point of it.
they're better because of the whole thing.
It's not like you got anything out of it.
You got hold of the amusement park and the surrounding land, so
That would be true, but there is more to this story.
how so?
There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed,
Okay, why do we keep getting interrupted by phone
we
calls?
will have to continue this conversation later.
First, it was like, you know, like being interrupted by from Hitomi, like one telling, like, you know, Hira should be saved from her, you know, for her brain tumor, and now this. Jeez.
I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss? My name is Akaska, from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami
Are you
case.
gonna tell number 89?
There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
Okay, it's going back here now.
Prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen.
Is it different?
Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
89 and counting.
What is this call concerning?
I will slowly make my way up to number 1.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami, and if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know, and he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies.
Oh, that was the thing I was wondering, because, like, if you could figure, he just pointed that out right then. Take the eye out when the culprit's still alive. And that's going on with the MO of this killings. And wouldn't that be the exact thing to go again? Well, this is the MO that the police are keeping for the press, so how would he know? He has to have some ties to it then, immediately then.
If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed. In other words,
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
yeah, I think he did.
Well, it certainly is different, so...
That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Well, let's bring him into the headquarters and have him escape by Pewter's hands.
Good luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
At this point, yeah.
I don't know.
And you. Here we are, Lemniscate, the place where all infinity happens, where things keep repeating over and over again. Sunday, 5:59 p.m. Oda, what do you know?
Date.
Hi.
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yes, he's a hat.
Yeah. I just found out online.
How about...
The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Did the press say anything about Renju being
Yeah.
dead?
What?
So that was Mizuki's mom.
Huh. You learned in this timeline quickly.
Mizuki saw her own mom. And I just left her. But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her.
She's probably at the hospital now, so...
I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't really want to talk to you. So about the Renju's case, do you know about him dead?
I don't know anything. I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Sock puppeting, that's a weird term for it still.
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Talk your mouth out.
Okay.
You said you had a lot on your mind, so defrate all that stuff like a sore balloon. So what happened?
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket,
And you saw?
and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Come out.
Was he alone?
I'll take that as...
Someone was with him. A man.
It's a woman. No, it's...
No. A woman.
My god. Jesus Christ.
Okay, look.
I don't want to play hot and cold with you.
I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess.
It's strange.
You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa.
And she was killed in the other timelines. I don't even know if it was her or not.
Tessa has nothing to do with this.
It's strange that she was with him before he died, though.
She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, guess what? Flies all deserve to be eradicated. Actually, mosquitoes do, but that's beside the point.
She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need a reality check then. People kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me.
Oh, boy.
Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone.
The Tessa. A savior of all things.
The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block.
Huh.
And I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. And it was the lowest point of my life.
Oh boy.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
It's still.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something important.
Passion.
You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people.
Yeah.
That attitude is something all great creators need to have.
Yeah.
After that, I became a huge ACET fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired.
Yeah, she's also inspired gangster.
A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down. So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Well, from the time, like, from what we know, we know that she's a bit delusional, so I can't even say that's like exactly impossible. Oh boy. I didn't say Iris was the murderer.
But do you suspect her?
She's a person of interest.
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
But...
Do it for Iris.
So what time did Renju and Iris to the building? What time was it, like, the murder happened?
around 6:15, I guess.
Jesus, so it didn't happen, like, around 8?
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
So they went to the Sunfish Pocket, left at 6, then left? And towards later, Renju was killed and then carried back to Sunfish Pocket?
What did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved.
That was also mentioned in the other timeline.
I figured I would just go home.
Can't get my special seafoods, omelet salads, my cream soda.
What happened?
Hi.
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
Police headquarters, Sunday, 8:23 p.m. So. You're not the suspicious one. Tell me everything!
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent.
Yeah, that's the 5th.
You're treating me like a criminal.
Well, guess what? Lawyer presence, that kind
Not
of stuff.
exactly.
Police proceedings.
I'm just looking for the truth, and I would appreciate your cooperation.
So where should we start off? Do you have an alibi for last night? Is Otis' story true? When did you find out Ranger was killed? You used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right? Let's start with alibi. Probably not, but...
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Iba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris' story is true, she couldn't have done it.
I guess complete sincerity.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
So she took Renju to her house, and then for, like, that period of time, she, like, killed him, and you can say in all certainty that in that time frame you were home. They could just carry the body off and do the whole pulley system.
You mean...
Yeah. Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home.
Was it because of Mizuki, the hospital?
She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No?
Come to think of it, Iris' mom had connections to Renju too.
Yeah.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High.
Huh.
We've known each other for 20 years now.
What the hell's
However,
like
we
here?
have nothing to link her to the case.
No, just only that.
But I am curious, what was Hitomi doing last night?
When did you find out Renju was killed?
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
Huh.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
Oh boy. Well, is Otis' story
Here's
true?
what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building.
What were you talking about? Where'd you go?
Is that true?
Yes. Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket. ASAP.
Was this because he wanted you to just go to, like, this building just... Is that why you reserved the place out? Just to, like, talk to you? Like, in private, almost?
Around what time was that?
Or was he reserved it for something else entirely?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
So she's telling the truth about that. What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
Job? Like, singing or
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC.
MC?
He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there, but the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before, especially with important people being there.
What's MCing again? Is it like, you know, hosting? Is that what it is? Well, you used to work at Sunfish Pocket, right?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
I mean, I don't know what MCing is, but wouldn't it be similarly the same?
That's right.
How long?
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. About the surveillance camera.
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
Huh. What'd you do to turn him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura at 6:15 p.m.
Yeah, that matches up with Otis, so.
That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car.
Almost everything is matching up.
I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Iva?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true.
I mean, if she's an internet, I'm pretty sure, like, some people have strict schedules. Is her eye red, or is it just the underlines of her eyelid? I don't know why I just picked it up.
Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
How?
I'm a teenage girl.
Okay, yes, I'm a baby, and I can't kill that guy.
Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible.
So live him from behind.
See.
Where is it? Renju's autopsy report.
Iris could have choked Renju to death. If you are searching for proof of this, you will not find it here.
Oh, I thought that was the look tab. Gosh dang it. Look.
Renju's estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m.
Huh.
Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation. The weapon used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth.
My very first thought is like the murder weapon was a bandana or something like that.
The criminal likely wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then suffocated. The more precise cause of death is cerebral septum short. Renju was strangled
From a rope. I guess the biggest thing would be with sedation. Wouldn't that be it?
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
Did the press even tell everyone that? Like, literally, just... We can figure out these contradictions as to how much the press revealed to the whole world.
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone.
Yeah, but there was the different leaders of you know, of water beer kegs.
But with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
Ingenuity?
What was it? We're gonna use that. Oil drum. Renju's weight. Discovery.
The oil drum is the type that has a lid you can open, with about a 200-liter capacity. Empty, it weighs
44 pounds. Discovery where Renju was found.
The autopsy determined that
No.
However, this means that it is
Yeah, where Renju was murdered. Discovery Renju's body. Maybe his weight. 160 pounds. Maybe discovery, like to show the police
Renju's
stuff.
corpse was discovered hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire. He was found over the counter. The wire was attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The other end was attached to beer kegs found on the floor.
Yep.
The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid.
Yeah.
They weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
That's probably be it. Discovery Renju's body. How can Renju's body be left at the ceiling? It's probably either like, I doubt it's the electron, but this is probably the most likely to go use, so. Yeah.
It went like this. First, Renju was laid out on the counter.
Like, they assembled the beer kegs underneath it, then implanted the hook into the jaw.
Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
Yeah, it's like we could just go on the countertop and hook it up to that coral red branch thing.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then... What do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less.
So, like, 5 pounds for keeping you up.
I guess that would make it possible.
But
But was literally just this gonna happen just from, was it literally just this to have a show off, or just like sort of like make a point, you know, the person... Was this whole setup just to make show that the culprit had to be strong? Like, you know, to give the assumption that, you know, they were strong.
But there is one more thing.
What is it?
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him.
Was like, I know there's like CCTV footage, like, you know, for like, I guess cars. Well, wouldn't there be like there should be like, you know, car details, like, you know, outside, you know, a restaurant building, right?
If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Yeah, well, even in the elevator, if, like, the weight discrepancy, don't use a trolley if you're that weak.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
How the culprit managed to move the corpse of Sunfish Pocket. Renju's weight.
Sunfish Pocket is located on the second floor.
Yeah.
According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, the elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55 p.m., the total weight detected in the elevator was approximately 310 pounds.
310 pounds. Like, do we have to, like, do we have to use the weight and, you know, the elevator record to show, like, exactly how they moved the corpse? I doubt it's the oil drum, but how is it? How old is this? Weighs about 44 pounds. Empty. Be like, Renju's weight with the elevator? Renju's weighs approximately 160 pounds. So I think that I mentioned before how I think the culprit's like around 150 pounds before? I didn't actually look at, like, you know, does the report cards that people, like, show off, like, how much they weigh in that? Like, I thought it was just, like, birthdays and that. Maybe it's weight in the elevator record. Question is, how did Iris move the corpse? Well, move the corpse to the elevator. Maybe. Really? How come Renju move the corpse of Sunfish Pocket? So, like, are you saying that she put the oil drum? This could have something to do with it, but I need more to support my theory. Yeah, and then, like, maybe the elevator record? How would that be able to prove it, though? Oh, the watch was in it, so that proves it entirely. And it fell off his wrist into the barrel. It stopped around 8:05?
Do you know what this is?
Or 8:03.
It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder.
Oh, I was thinking more like you can just, like, seal the oil drum and, like, you know, just move it onto, like, you know, just push into the elevator.
You would just have to roll it.
Yeah.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum?
Like, well, I guess, like, but didn't the elevator say, like, it only, like, the elevator only was used once, so... It looks like the oil drum came from here, so the culprit came upstairs, got the oil drum, did not decide to use the elevator and carted the oil drum downstairs, put the body inside, then use the elevator on the way up? What?
Which is how the watch came off.
It would make sense if, like, you know, the killer, like, pushed the oil drum into the elevator, put down, and then it came back up. Or just saying, like, it was only, like, you know, the elevator was only used once to get back up.
But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure, just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
My gosh, dang it.
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me.
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to myself. Keep talking. I'm not actually sure if she really is at fault, but it just means that literally even a weak person could have done this.
Anyway,
That's all we proved so
Iris,
far.
you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
44. The oil drum was like 44 pounds. That would go along with the elevator record, right? 105 with 44 pounds. Combined with Renju's weight, then yeah.
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
There's a high chance the culprit weighs 105 pounds because, let's see, where Renju was murdered, his weight, this is enough, I need a clue, yeah? Oil drum, and then the elevator record.
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the second floor?
Yeah.
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44.
Yeah.
Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310.
This doesn't look good.
Why are you?
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail. However,
Nothing new about elevator records, but I never heard of that stuff before.
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall.
Huh.
There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod. I
Yeah.
hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at
Okay.
this.
What is that?
She's fidgeting around.
Oh.
Is she doing something under the desk?
Oh, I see your hand now.
That's what it looks like, but we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she's in fact doing something under the desk.
Without turning around?
Yes.
How would I do that?
Camera. What's from that point of view then? If we can't switch between cameras. It's going to reflect in the mirror. Are you on your phone?
Ah, shit.
I would have saved me. They're accusing me of a lot of stuff. The thing is, it's okay just to stay calm. I'm here for you. I won't tell you about that thing. Not even to torture me. Don't worry. I promise. I'll
Iris,
to you.
what are you thinking? What is that thing? Hey, answer me, Iris.
She's definitely hiding something, Date. Sync with her.
Just like Crocs.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. Medication
Station.
is working perfectly.
Alrighty.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Can
Not
do,
a problem.
boss.
Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes.
As always, Chief.
Before time is up,
I know.
then let's begin.
What could she be hiding then? I wonder if there's gonna be a choice here in the Somnium then. Another branch point. Are this the windows from Sunfish Pocket? Oh, it looks like a warehouse, actually. What even is this?
What is this place?
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown. But there must be a connection.
Is this the place Renji was trying to take Iris, the other prototype sync machine?
What are you hiding?
Oh boy, looks like we have to look at the TV.
Somnium scan! Activate!
Oh yeah, you didn't do those stupid intro jokes. Doesn't look like there's anything in the room besides the TV, so let's just go to that quickly. Yeah, the first one to locks the TV. The second locks the windows. Then another warehouse floor. Then back behind us. Okay. Sinking the vein. Discover Iris' secret. A mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find the truth. Look at the blood. Watch the murder. What? Look at what blood? And then the first one to lock is just... Let's look at the doors first then.
A double door.
Tackle, open. We'll open it.
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about it.
Okay. But look at the blood. What does that mean? There's no blood to be found, exactly? And watch the murder.
A CRT TV.
Hit, spin the dial. Huh, I don't know if I actually want to do that now because of that. We'll look at the doors again. And the camera's going... You can have the cameras go crazy. Well, tackle. 1 second.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
Stop that! You're not helping!
It's helping in spirit, but I'm actually very curious. Okay, we can't go through the door, so we're going in that front, but the only thing left is the TV then. Hit, spin a dial. Let's spin a dial. No matter what, we're gonna have to get through this. Just want to see if we can get a way around it. So we don't have, like, those skull timies. Oh, boy.
Stop!
What the fuck? Wasn't it, like, one of the, like, the old Cyclops killings?
What is this video?
Okay, the place is absolutely changed. It looks like there's, like, we're underwater.
It is difficult to believe. But these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Huh. What the heck? Was that a head on a ceiling? That was a choice, but I didn't watch the blood. What? That's strange. Strangle it. What the heck? Torso, gun.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
It's called a mannequin.
What would you call it?
Choke. Okay. No matter what, it's gonna be terrible. Jesus. Okay. Didn't even really do anything much.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
That was quick. Mental lock 3. Strangled the body. With the next beat to death.
4 minutes.
what to death?
An operating table.
Perform surgery, investigate, no. Beat it to death, what?
A full body mirror.
Punch, talk. We'll try to get it out of the way. We'll punch the mirror.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
Get 7 years of bad luck, but
No,
not in dreams.
I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
What?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert.
Punching a mirror equals pervert. What? Dang.
See? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
Beat what to death? I'm really curious. Guns up there. Beat what to death?
A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Chug, investigate, smell. Oh boy. Smell, it's gonna go to a negative timing, so let's not do that. Chug it?
Do not pressure me, Date.
Drink it up.
Pressure you?
Drink it up.
Into drinking alcohol.
How do you know it's alcohol?
Is it alcohol?
Well, no.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink it.
Okay.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will set up a labor union.
Oh,
An AI labor union? Sounds dystopian.
dystopian sci-fi.
I won't drink it.
Fine.
All right.
A drug bottle that holds...
Well, let's investigate it then.
There is no label. I cannot determine what is inside.
It's probably dangerous.
I agree. We should not touch it if we do not know what it is. Even in Somnium, some things should not be done.
What would it be? Like,
3
we have
minutes,
to, we have to
Dante.
beat something up. Beat something up.
A double door...
You already did both of those, so beat it to death? What? You look at the TV then?
An old television.
Hit, turn the dial, investigate. Well, let's hit. What the fuck?
Iris, what is all this?
I have no idea what even. What the heck?
An old
Turn the dial, investigate. Let's go with turn the dial. I don't even know what we can like do. Like beat it up? Like beat what up? Okay. Still the old Cyclops killing. It's a medicine bottle. Jeez.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Well, I don't. Are the old Cyclops scaling like under strict confidentiality?
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed.
Like literally, all my questions go from like, did you know?
The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Yeah. My only like all my questions are stemming from how much information was leaked to the press. That's literally all my questions keep going to and keep going to.
Let's go.
You have
Shall-
less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
I saw a medicine bottle with that, so pick it up?
A drug...
No, we can't. I saw, like, them using the medicine bottle against that, so we have to pick this up then? Shelf. What the heck is this music?
A common gas canister.
Like screeching. The valve, kick. Open the valve? It seems like a helium gas tanker.
It's rusted shut. I cannot open it.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
It's meant to be
A
closed.
common...
So, if it's meant to be closed, I don't actually know what to think about. Because, like, dream logic is very strange here, so, Nope, nothing changed. Oh, wait, okay, are you...
Are you okay?
It hurts. I might not be able to stand for a while.
I thought you were getting poisoned by dream gas.
Don't give up. I believe in you.
I believe that you are more of a sadist than you let on.
I don't even know where to go about this. We're still in the third lock. And this, or do we just go to next torso?
A torso.
Punch, choke. Okay, I guess we're doing that. Half, nope, 20. And things changed again. Was it the third mental lock then?
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
Weird.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
Old book? It's a
I
textbook?
want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct, it will be over soon.
Let's hope you're right.
It's lock 3 beating to death. And what's the final one? Feels like we have to keep watching a TV and like doing the final action to something else. Or was the other thing you mentioned that brought up? It was that TV and worn out reference book. I saw it right textbook. Throw, rip, read. Let's read it with this 1/6
It has
time.
not been well preserved. Most of the ink has faded.
Can you tell what kind of book it is?
It is probably a book on
Butterflies?
insects. It's a book on insects.
Okay, why are you getting a strange type of
Don't get excited. I know how you love bugs.
Okay, please stop with your
Does
fantasies.
this book belong to Iris?
I didn't know she liked insects, and to read the book so often that it wears out.
Well, we can't prove this is.
True. We cannot conclude anything.
Nothing of value. Oh, that was it? Huh.
You have 1 minute left.
Shoot to death. Oh, okay, I missed that. Gun.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Jump, investigate. Okay, okay, let's jump and try to get it.
Weekly Shonen.
Don't say it.
My god. We
I
should
did
use
the
the...
best I could. I am not a cyborg, and thus I cannot reach that height. This is not my fault.
Nobody's
Okay.
blaming you.
Okay, boy, we're already getting done to the wire. Well, how do we get up there and get that thing then? That gun. Okay, look at the TV again. We're down to 40 seconds. Can you even, like, throw that gun at anything?
A revolver.
Oh, boy. Investigate? Doubt it.
It is a pistol. It appears to be fixed with a vise.
Why would this be here?
What's this? The trigger. There is a stick in the hole of the trigger guard.
That's suspicious.
Does that mean we just have to line it up with like whatever it is to the next mirror? Is the gun aimed at the mirror? It certainly looks like it. Oh, the next TV. Why is it, I don't see the TV at all.
An old...
Oh boy, turn the dial, investigate. Okay. 10 seconds. Okay, let's turn the dial. It, like going down like 15 seconds, so this is gonna be good. And the other victim.
Please. Help me. Help me.
And oh boy. Jesus.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
Yeah.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Oh boy. Looks like we have to go into there, into the locker. There's no other torso, so
Just a locker.
peek, open. Oh boy. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work, but let's open it. We only have like a few split seconds for that then. What the heck?
Iba?
It's all right.
More importantly, oh, it's a whole ricochet of. Okay, there's a bowling ball up there. Is this gonna hit the gun and shoot the mirror? You have the whole Rube Goldberg machine. Propels down. Lands on the next. Falls down. Hits that. Where else is it gonna go? This could be a never-ending long rolling effect. Is that a volleyball? What? How many balls are in this place? It's gonna hit the vice and shoot the gun trigger? I keep thinking that. It's obviously gonna happen. Then the medicine. Okay then. That's a whole lot just to shoot down a mirror.
That is.
Oh. Jesus. What the fuck? Vein dissociated persona. Okay, so was Iris the witness to us killing? We lost our memory. Like, is that the reason why this is all confidential? Was this another, like...
What happened in that Somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
Yeah, the final one was the girl with the sunglasses.
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
They must have saw it too, right? In the mirror? About the original Cyclops serial killings, you're not even going to mention that, are you?
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret.
For what reason?
No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
I'm starting to think this is mostly just to cover up me for some reason. Like, why? Why us? The blue figure from the sink.
Help me understand this.
Like, I'm assuming the pink one is like a witness to the crimes. Maybe Iris, if she has this sort of memory with this.
What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Jesus.
Right.
Did you see him?
Into the face, gunshots.
He was...
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain.
Memory loss.
You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
That's a weird perverse thing to do. Like, I want to know exactly more about, like, how we get into this Abyss segment. Like, how we join this department.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer? You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Maybe. What's the original Cyclops serial killings? You're still not gonna answer me that.
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
Everything that happened in the past keeps going back to 6 years ago. Nothing is a coincidence anymore.
Really.
Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
It's like first-hand accounts?
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12?
Jeez.
Not just one, but all 4?
Like they were acquainted with the person? The original and new incidents.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection.
Like, is it really just copycats or something?
Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
Oh, that's why you mentioned copycat killings, boss, at the very beginning of the game. Copycat killing. It's not the exact same MO.
The culprit is not the same.
Doesn't look like it, but is like the criminal psychology different?
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all after what happened the last timeline. The red figure from the sink will be the witness?
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
Or
I
her?
wouldn't know. Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice.
The Cyclops killer from 6 years ago just disappeared, and then another 6 years, another sprouting up.
After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it.
So what about the case made it to go confidential?
Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
Why? So like they must have known, or like they being blackmailed or threatened by the killer? What?
The sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect.
You can't really like. They keep bringing it up, like you can't really trust the Somnium itself, and yeah, I can see that, but
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see.
Some are just weird fabrication of each other.
True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations.
So far, just mostly just muddling exactly what we should be focusing on at this point.
But this is not a guarantee.
Like, I can understand, like, being, like, a whole thing, like, you know, going to psychology stuff, but so far, don't exactly know how this even correlates to, you know, piecing that sort of end-all.
We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
No. Got a few of those weird dreams before. Why did it appear in her
It's
Somnium?
like I told you before.
Like, I know, like, we found out that she was, like, very interested in, like conspiracy theories and secret societies in the other timeline, even if the whole delusion thing is to be believed. By this point it is, because mother and all that. Was she fascinated with serial killings then, too?
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C.
Yeah.
This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event.
Yeah. I know, like, many different authors, like, put on their own experiences, like, stories, and that makes a complete fiction.
However,
A weird
the same
amalgamation of
cannot
things.
necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C.
So basically, we're going these streams, like, how we can't even really tell, like, which of these are supposed to be, like, you know, pieced together.
Those happened in reality.
Or at the very end, we're just gonna finally realize, like, you know, like, we're gonna slowly pick apart every single person's somnium and, like, you know, figure out exactly which dreams go which dreams like correlations go to what to make that fictional dream?
In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
Yeah, so fiction always has like some sort of root connection.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier.
There's some sort of truth in it.
I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Are all memories real? Maybe not so. Some people can, like, or they can be, like, have different...
You said that memories happen in reality, right?
Some people misremember different things. Like, I know there's a study, for example, about, a test about memory and, like, criminal, like, investigation. The whole bunch of people sat down in a room and watched a car crash. And how it transpired was a simple car crash, like, two cars colliding each other. And nothing besides like, the bumpers being, like, dented from that. There was nothing else wrong with the scene. There's nothing violent, nothing really, like, destroyed. But some of the witnesses who were asked afterwards, like, what they saw on the tape, they said that they saw windows crashing and breaking, even though it never happened in the video they saw. So the brain sort of exaggerates events or, like, imagines things which it didn't see. So they put in, like, smaller details in, like, from what actually happened.
But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones.
Yeah, that makes it even weirder, exactly,
If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
Be a lot of disassembling for the puzzle pieces.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not.
Oh boy, I love this kind of talk now we're getting into this.
Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Whole cloth. Didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss Computer. If anything, mysteriously grew depper. I don't even know if, at this point, I don't even know if we can even take any of the Somnium names completely seriously. Peter strict me for my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I head to the sync room. We're gonna do another whole-scale interrogation right there.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience Somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
Yeah. But they were just
You
going
can't
on
dream
circles.
of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
Would even stuff that happened in a dream be count as evidence? At this point, I have no idea exactly what we're supposed to be looking for in a Somnium counts as evidence. This is all experimental technology at this point. How can you regulate, how do you point something in someone's dream and, say, okay, yeah, that's obviously, maybe it's the whole thing, the dream has knowledge, at this point, it's mostly just, a weird slip-up in the memory. If, your brain, knows of information, the normal people should not, they'll classify them as the real killer, but at this point, nothing is really...
You cannot decline, Date.
It's strange. Stranger and stranger still. Meow. It's hard to imagine exactly where it will
Date,
go from here.
could we make a stop first?
Stop where?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
Oh boy, is the gangster thing gonna happen there too?
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
Your phone in your hand. Iris now pulled out her phone. She sending now messages to someone? He's curious but didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove the marble. Yeah. Time to get killed. Oh boy. Marble, Sunday, 9:41 p.m. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. Hi, Oda. I'm surprised I saw Oda sitting on the counter.
Oh, Ota.
Like, did you invite him here? What is this exactly? Yeah, you're your phone out. Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
I never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier.
On the car.
She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her.
What are you hiding about it?
She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Charged?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance.
Renju?
She told me to watch the place until she got back.
Well, Renju's dead. No, what am I talking about? My memory's being jumbled. She told me to watch the place until she got
How
back.
well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mom was always dependent on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing.
I promise to protect you, don't worry.
That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you...
Don't, goddamn
Who's
it,
that?
no.
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
And there's no one there. Fucking dare. Ball smash the taser. Okay. Oh, fuck. Day 4, Monday. Juke AI and Iris is now on the run. Marble, 2:48 a.m. Jesus Christ. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing me, my memory's foggy. I felt sudden pain in my neck. I shut up over my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. Okay? Took me 15 seconds to realize it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
Okay, hi, Mr. Monster. Miss Monster, sorry. As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. Like, what time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Oh boy. Where's Oda?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
No, he's definitely a boy, even if he's an adult.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
So you have no idea where they went. Oh boy. Polish the domino. Why didn't you wake me up? You were knocked out.
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Date, The boss is calling.
I was figuring his
Oh,
boss.
how am I gonna report this one?
I had no idea, like, what to even think right now.
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Was Iris dead or is Oda
Just now,
dead?
the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
The killer sent a... Yep, okay.
Iris.
She's still alive. They took the eyeball out and oh boy.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identify. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
It's a different warehouse, but still from there.
Date, focus. We need to get to the site.
I think Mama ran out of marble. Okay. Every single time, the killer wants like
What's our ETA?
wants to kill Iris there at the warehouse. Why?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time.
All I can't really do is hope. Saw. Oh, she's tied up.
Sick bastard.
What the fucking hell? Why are you in a polar bear outfit? Oh, jeez. Oh, boy.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Oda.
Ota.
Why are you there?
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Get my foot to the gas the whole time. I can feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream. I could barely hear it. Heartbeat was pounding my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually the car reached the long bridge. It showed that the image changed. The image changed? Oh, the live stream. That was Oda now being... Okay. Yeah, Oda's been
No,
knocked
it
out.
can't be. No.
Oh boy.
Stop!
Jesus Christ.
No!
Is Oda alright? 3:35 a.m. What the fuck? What the hell? It's Oda.
Ota.
But his eyes... Fine. Huh. Police headquarters, Monday, 10:02 a.m. we can interrogate?
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this. But it's understandable.
For everything, yeah.
You blame yourself for this, don't you?
We didn't get fucking tased.
Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris.
I guess, but how was the video faked?
He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife. Killed her, then killed himself.
The whole video, like, polar bear costume. Turn on saw, then almost a few seconds afterwards, Ota comes up, gets a saw off and fights with the polar bear, and then Iris gets sawed, but then her body looks fine instead of the polar bear. What?
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person.
So
The
this could be
new
like
Cyclops killer.
Would it be like one more victim before the serial killer goes in hiding again?
There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Ota's behavior during the video. It's strange.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first.
Planning on dying?
After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
And just stop being an ice machine?
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Jesus. He really had no intent to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it. Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
No intent to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju.
He only found out about that, like, you know, this morning.
Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
But at this point, like, even if, like, he does know, like, you know, Shoko was, like, Renju's wife, like, obviously, like, Renju has another lover, so if you want to get at Renju, he could just go out to lover. Why kill Shoko for that? I guess I mean, like, Oda got to Peter, but I doubt he would, like, I didn't even really know about that. Like, I don't think anyone really does. The polar bear costume is the strangest part.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity.
Yeah.
But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
No.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Iba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Why are you so... with this, like... Wait. Why are you so pushy on this being a murder-suicide or all of this weird stuff? Why?
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
What, if this is a murder-suicide, why would you want to throw away a knife?
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
What the heck is this?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning.
Then why did you suggest it was a murder-suicide from the start?
I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
HQ has been thinking like
Really?
this?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself.
Like, even the video, like, why would the killer put a live stream in the video? That's another thing. Like, grand showmanship, grandiose? Is that literally just the stick for this new, like, serial killing? We saw, like, bits and pieces of, like, the old, like, Cyclops killings, but those weren't really show-offy. Well, this is mostly just in the act sort of stuff, like, not how the bodies are discovered, like... So far, it's always been, like, a weird grand gesture to the, like, the whole world outside. Well, let's tie up a person who's been gouged out the eye and put him on to rest on a merry-go-round. Next, we'll have, like, you know, a president being hoisted up above, like, just laid out on a pulley system. And now a live stream with a polar bear sawing a victim in half.
Here's what I think happened.
And Iris is still not sawed.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine, and then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims, but Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
What's the whole, like, is everyone supposed to be, like... Was there any, like, connection with the past Cyclops killings? Because so far, literally, all the new ones, like, has some weird connection to them.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
Yeah.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims, Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
I don't know.
Connections.
The only thing top of my head is Mizuki, but, like, you know, is like, for example, Shoko is Mizuki's mother, Renju is Mizuki's father, and Iris is Mizuki's friend. So is Ota.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Renju and Shoko's daughter, Mizuki. Well, that's the only thing I have at the top of my head, but I doubt it.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims.
Yeah.
Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota, too.
And, like, well, oh, she's also trained in, like, martial arts. I guess that would explain, like, you know, going from Ota.
But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them.
But Mizuki's small, but so she wouldn't be able to fit in the polar bear costume.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
That by itself would rule her out. Ota's mother, Mayumi. We don't even know much about her, so what?
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju.
For, like, Ota? But why kill Ota himself?
Mayumi
No.
hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Yeah, that's weird. Moma Kumakura. Iris' mother Hitomi. Why kill your daughter? No, that's not gonna work.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates.
They're classmates, but Shoko?
And she did say that she met Shoko twice.
Yeah?
But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Then Moma Kumakura, but why? You don't have
Renju
no
and
really
Shoko
motive.
were connected to the Kumakuras.
And what about Iris? Well, I guess, like, Well, from what we know of our timeline, Momo's a fan of Iris, so no?
But there's no connection to Iris.
Legitimately? Nothing is connecting. So Sajima? What?
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras.
But what about Iris
Again,
exactly?
I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Me?
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent
And
events.
plus, don't we always have an alibi with, you know, Aiba here too? So yeah, unless we're being framed right now by HQ.
If I start doubting myself now,
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
Is HQ gonna spin that to be me
I have been
though?
working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
Nothing.
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit, to get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
We shouldn't investigate the ice. The cold storage warehouse. Oh boy, we have a lot to go to. How far to here? Oh boy. Jesus. Oh, that reminds me. I actually remember seeing the whole polar bear ice and iris thing in a trailer before. I remember that in the trailer. It just hit me all at once just right now. Literally, like, it's like I'm still looking through like the files of like of the people we know and like terminology. Like there's only like 4 or 5 people we've not yet met or seen. It really doesn't seem like anyone has like any real good old connection. And of course, just based on like what I know of like Kotaro Yuchikoshi's old work, legitimately like, we can't even do whole mystery conventions like the whole solve this like metagaming it. Like some of his old things, like, you know, the culprit's like sometimes the culprit's like outside of the whole thing. Like we don't even have to like meet the culprit like first and foremost like for it to be them. Sometimes it could just be someone just met later on. It's true that I had my suspicions like Oda being it, but like the whole phone thing, like with the rental phone, the other timeline, that's just weird coincidental stuff. And that thing they wanted to keep hidden, like Iris and Ota. What would that be? There's so far like there's no reason for really any people we know so far to kill these three people. Even the other timeline, just killing Shoko, then Iris for no reason. Like a weird straight jump from Shoko, like, you know, the mother of Mizuki, then to Iris? An idol? Why? Such weirdly different methods, too. Like being stabbed many times in the back with the eyeball removed, hidden underneath a forklift, and then a whole grandiose live stream of, like, killing Iris? Was Iris sawed in half? Like, was that the state her body was in? Like, I only saw, like, the upper half of her body, so I don't know if she was really sawed in half. Something to go on. I don't really know. I don't know. Just to figure out as we go on. We just have to figure out as we go along. That's all we really can do. Nothing matters. Like as they still mentioned, as they laid it all out. No one has ties to any of this. No one's like clear, exact ties to anything. Literally nothing and no one. So where would it go to? Where would it go to? this point, I have to disregard anything with the Somnias. Like, legitimately nothing about that's gonna make sense. The only thing you can really figure, like, do that is just... Like, sure, like, subconscious, like, things is gonna help, but, like, as Peter mentioned, it's, like, combinations of many different memories all in combination to, you know, this. Like, so nothing is gonna be making sense in the Somnium, so... The only thing I can rely on is, like, anything outside of it. How are they gonna spin the whole choice thing and only in the Somniums? How are they gonna spin that? I guess we'll figure out, like, next time. Well, I hope you're having a fun time watching since I am playing this. I hope I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Literally no one to go after. It's always been weird dead ends everywhere. How's this all gonna spin into some large climax later?